Good morning to everybody who's watching the replay today. Thank you for joining us when it's convenient for you. It is so awesome that you come and watch this video when you have the chance to, even if it's not live, that you take the time out of your day when you have the time to come and check this out. That is so cool. So thank you very much. I hope that you still comment and that you still share this video so other people can benefit from it too. And I want to hear from you. I think you guys are amazing. So we are going to get started. I'm going to flip the camera and I'm already anticipating a little bit of interruption from Jack. Here he is. Nice and clean today. Hi, Jack. So give me 1 second while I flip the camera here. Good morning, everybody. It is good to see you. It is already Thursday. When did that happen? When did Thursday get here? Because this week has gone by so fast. So I hope it's gone by really well for you guys, even if it has been fast. And give me 1 second while I let my dog out because the poor baby. Hang on. Come here, buddy. Alright, sorry about that. Jack is an amazing dog and I do cater to him, so I'm sorry about that. But I'm glad you guys are here. My name is Kristalyn Avatovich from KristalinAvatovich.com. I'm an internationally published intuitive author and coach, and today I want to share with you all my 3 affirmations that can get you through anything in your day. Hey hater, it is so good to see you here. So 3 affirmations that can get you through anything in your day, and then 1 feature affirmation that is the secret to winning at life. What's that about? Stay tuned and you will find out. So our first affirmation, and feel free to share this with everybody so we can get all the people on right now so that we can all talk to each other and exchange ideas and opinions, and I love that. So feel free to share it and get your friends involved. But our first affirmation is, I overcome obstacles with renewed inner strength. I overcome obstacles with renewed inner strength. Do you know that every challenge in your life is actually serving a purpose for you? Do you know that it's actually making your life better by increasing what you're able to do? So challenges, in their reality, is that challenges are showing you who you are. Challenges are showing you what you're capable of. Challenges are defining your purpose for you. So if you're looking for what in the world am I supposed to be doing? I feel like I have so much potential. I saw someone post this on my Facebook newsfeed today. They were just writing out loud on their status saying, do you ever feel like you have so much potential but you have no idea how to get to it or what to do with it? This is what you do. Your challenges are showing you your potential, and in the same time, they're unleashing your potential. They are making you realize what you're capable of. And in the same thing, the theme of your challenges, the things that they teach you, all come together to make who you are and to define your purpose. So challenges, as frustrating as they can be, are God's way of revealing the secret to you of who you are and what you're supposed to do in your life. That's incredible. And if you know how to take advantage of that, you're going to have a really good time. But I know that challenges on their own are very frustrating. That's why we have to figure out how to make them work to our advantage, how to really take advantage of what they're giving us rather than just resisting them all the time, because that's so easy to do. And I always want to not have challenges because it's much more fun in some ways to not have hard challenges. Some challenges are a blast, but a lot of the time they're challenges that are making us do things that are out of our comfort zone. But that's good, because if you step out of your comfort zone, that space becomes part of your comfort zone. You're expanding it. And that is what your challenges are teaching you to do, so that you can handle anything that comes your way. You overcome obstacles with renewed inner strength every time, automatically. But if you know it and you realize it, then you can take advantage of it. And that's what I want you to be able to do with this affirmation. So our second affirmation is, I'm successful in all that I do. I am successful in all that I do. It is that simple. And it is for you too. Say it out loud wherever you are right now and see how it feels. When I used to say this one, I would say it out loud and feel like I was lying to myself because I didn't really believe it. But I decided, let's try it. Let's see if this affirmation stuff really works. If I keep repeating this, will I eventually believe and start acting like I'm successful in all that I do and actually start being successful? And then I realized, yeah, I am successful in all that I do. I have failed many times in my life, but ultimately I have always been successful. Now, how does that work? track, because failures are just as important to success as your successes are. So if your challenges are showing you who you are, what you're meant to do, then your successes and your failures show you the right way to get there. They show you the best way to get there. They are the Garmin of life. So we are successful in all that we do. And you can figure that out. Here is the specific way to figure this out. If things are going well, you're on the right track. Easy peasy. But sometimes we like to explore, right? Sometimes we go off track, and that's not always a bad thing. You get a lot of experience from going off track. The point is that once you go off track, to eventually find your way back. That's the tricky part, and this is where God comes in. This is where, when things start getting off track, God will put something as a roadblock in your way, and the situation, your goals, will start fighting you. And you've had that feeling, I'm sure, where everything just seems to be fighting you. And why? That's because this is the hint that God is sending you, saying, hey, you deserve better than this. This is not taking you to the best thing for you. So let's try something else. Let's look around for a different opportunity. I've got something for you over here. But sometimes we don't pick up on that. So things get harder and harder and harder the further off track we go. And that is how God speaks to us. That's how he says, listen, you're getting a little bit further off track here, getting kind of concerned. I want to make sure you can find your way back. So I'm going to really put a hard stop on this. I'm going to make you run into a wall. I'm going to make a hard failure. And that's what happens. But that's not the end. That doesn't mean you're terrible and you need to quit. That means that you have a lot of experience now of being off track that you can use once you get back on track. And now you realize, because of this hard wall you've hit, that it's time to get back on track. Okay, now take everything that you've learned, get back on track, and head to where you belong. That's all it is. You are never forsaken or left behind or abandoned or anything like that in life. You just aren't. There's always an intention from God and, all of those things that work with God. And he wants you to get back on track. He wants you to get the best thing for you. So you know that your success, even if it's not what you thought it was going to be in the first place, is always going to be the perfect thing for you. Every time. I've had so many things not work out the way that I wanted them to. But then when I look back, it's like, wow, I actually didn't even picture it being like this, but this is kind of better. This works better for more things than I was even considering, because I get tunnel vision. I don't know about you guys, but I get tunnel vision. So I know that I want this for this specific thing, but God's like, hey, I can give you this and it will be for all of these things. So that works a little bit better. Just trust me on this. And it works. It really does. And I'm not saying you have to do this. I'm saying give it a shot. Just add it to your research. See what happens. Experiences become part of your playbook. I love that. So just know that this is worth a shot. If you're feeling confused and lost and looking for something to try, this is something to try. And then our third affirmation that I really hope you try, because it's so easy and it's so fun, is gratitude is my attitude. Gratitude is my attitude. It's the coolest thing. It's going to transform your life for the better, absolutely, every time. And all you have to do is list 3 things that you're grateful for. That's it. That is all that is required from you. Just list a couple things that you like about your life. And I take it to the extreme, because I'm one of those people that's like all in. And so to a fault. So I do it 3 times a day. I list 3 things in the morning that I am grateful for, because it's like my coffee in the morning. I don't drink coffee and I'm this perky, okay? So this is how I am this perky in the morning. I list things that I'm grateful for. And then throughout the day, when things get rough, when my temper starts coming out, when things don't work the way that I want them to, and I can't figure out why, and I'm just getting so frustrated that I'm kind of putting blinders on, I list things that I'm grateful for, because I need to calm down. So I calm myself down. I get perspective that the situation is probably not as bad as I'm making it out to be, because I'm pretty dramatic. And then I can see the situation from an objective point of view. I can see what the situation is trying to tell me. I can actually read the situation then and make it work out for everybody's benefit. You can become the hero in every situation because you will have this. So then at the end, 3 times 3 is better than coffee. It absolutely is. At the end of the day, I will list 3 things again, but they'll be from that day. Because guys, I don't believe in bad days anymore. I've come to the point where I don't believe in bad days anymore. Hard days, challenging days, absolutely. But I'm at the point now where I can see what my challenges are doing for me. I can see how challenges equal progress in a lot of ways. And that is something that I'm grateful for. I do not like feeling stuck. So when I can track progress in my goals, in my life, in everything that I'm working for, that is one of my biggest things that I am grateful for all the time. Even if it's not what I wanted, but I can still count it as progress, I do that, and I am grateful for it. And because I can do that with 3 things every day, I don't have bad days. I go to bed at night knowing that I really did do my best with that day, that I really did live that day to the fullest, and that when the morning comes, how I feel about right now and today, that's all that matters. How I feel about it. If I regret it, then I'm going to carry that with me. But if I feel like I did my best, then I get to move forward feeling happy, feeling accomplished, knowing that I'm ready to tackle another day and anything else that comes at me. That is what I want for you. I want you to be happy. Bottom line with all of these things, I want you to be happy. I want you to know where you're going, know what your purpose is, know that you have so much potential, and love yourself for it. And I want you to have a little bit of faith too. So, speaking of faith, I have a really interesting affirmation for you today, and I really want you to sort of turn this one over in your mind a little bit because it's awesome. And I'm going to show it to you, and then I'll flip the camera back to talk to you about it. Give me 1 second to flip the camera. Thank you so much. So I understand the cues around me. I understand the cues around me. Now, this is really cool, and you may want to save this so that you can keep it on your phone and remind yourself of it. Go for it, but you deserve better quality than this. So check out the Kristalina Avitovich Facebook page right after this broadcast, and I'll give you a free phone background of this affirmation, and you can save that, okay? So I'm going to flip the camera again. 1 sec. And to everybody who's on here right now, hi, it is so good to see you. Feel free to comment because I love hearing from you guys. So, all right, so I understand the cues around me. What? What does that mean? So what it means is that you understand that everything that's happening around you, it's not meaningless. It's not without reason or without purpose. You can find meaning in everything that happens around you. And a lot of the time that meaning is God telling you something. A lot of people struggle with hearing from God and having God get through to him and all this, or get through to them and all this stuff. But it's really not so simple or so hard. You know, we expect booming voices from heaven. That's not how it works. Even for an intuitive like me, that's not how it works. It works in the things around you. It works in what you see, what you're shown, what you're given, what kind of opportunities you have. At the very bare minimum, that's how that works. So if you can understand the cues around you, if you can understand that this not going right means that something better is coming, then you have the optimism you need to move forward, to find that better thing, to seize it, and to be able to claim it. So if you can understand that everything in your life equals progress, all those challenges, all those things equal progress, then you have the ability to move forward and appreciate your progress and not feel like quitting because you can see progress in so many things. And if you have the ability to see gratitude in so many things in your day, then you have the ability to be happy, pure and simple. So you notice and can understand the cues around you. Boom goes the dynamite. I know. So take those cues. Understand that the things that happen around you, they're not just random. I really don't believe they are, and consider it. But they're not just random. They are things that God puts in your path, God puts around you to tell you something. And it may just be to reassure you. It may just be to say, hey. It may just be to remind you that he's there. But this is what I believe. And I'm asking you just to consider it. Because I know that this can be kind of, mind-blowing, or, sometimes it makes people feel defensive. I've been there. I've actually been there. Where hearing something like this is like, yeah, right, okay. But just try it. Give it a shot. That's all I'm asking you to do today. So I thank you very much for taking the time to come and watch this and just consider it. And that's really cool of you. I will be back tomorrow with more affirmations and a new feature affirmation for you. And if I remember right, tomorrow's feature affirmation is pretty nifty, so I hope you come back for it. 7:30 in the morning, right here on Kristalina Avitovich's Facebook page. And you can catch the replay pretty much everywhere. I post it all over the place. So thank you guys for being here. Feel free to check out my website, KristalinaAvitovich.com. I never have said my name so many times. And you can check it out there and check out my books. Because I write books, I try to put the things that I've learned from my intuitiveness, from my life, from everything, into these books in the form of fiction, because I'm not good at reading nonfiction, and I assume that people out there are like me and would rather have a story to learn something from. So that's what I tried to do. And you can actually get a preview chapter of my book, Pure Fire, by clicking the sign up button or any link in whatever biography that you see on whatever social media site that you're watching this on right now. So thank you guys very much. Please keep gratitude as your attitude today, and please live in the moment. This is where you have control. You can do anything right now. The past, you already did it. You're good. The future, you're building it. You can't do it yet. Right now is where you have that moment that you can move in. So do anything you want with it. Do incredible things. Set yourself up for success. And I will see you tomorrow, guys. Bye.